Brian Matthew joins us in studio now. Brian, we've been talking about mortgage game plans and how crucial they are. Just like every team, we need a game plan.
Yep.
And this week you've got something interesting. You have a $100 offer on the table.
That's right. I figured I'm going to put my money where my mouth is.
Okay.
Since I've been talking about this for the last 5 or 6 weeks. So there's a $100 offer on the table, and if people want to know what that $100 offer is all about, just send me an email. The information's on the screen, or give me a call. I'll tell you exactly what it's all about. But today we're talking about mortgage game plans again.
Yes.
And we're going to talk about a variable rate mortgage, somebody who'd been in a variable rate mortgage for the last 10 years,
yes,
and what the impact of that would have been.
Okay, so 10 years ago, this couple decided to go with variable rather than a fixed rate mortgage.
Yeah, I've had clients in variables for a long time. So I went back a little bit and I looked at variable rates, and I looked at history and said what would happen. So the Bank of Canada sets prime rate, and the Bank of Canada sets that 8 times a year, and their job is to try and control inflation, so they raise rates up or down. That's one of the influences. Okay. The second influence is what lenders do, and lenders adjust the discount from prime. So, you know, over the last 10 years, you've seen discounts that have been plus. You've had prime plus when we had the credit crisis in 2008. You've had discounts as low as prime minus during that particular time. So what I did is we're going to go in and we're going to take a look at over the last 10 years, going back to August 2001, and it's pretty interesting. The 5-year discounted rate back then was 5.95 for a 5-year mortgage, and prime was 5.75. If you renewed again in August 2006, the best discounted rate was 5.35, and prime was 6.
Okay.
So you'd think back then somebody's going to take a look at their mortgage, geez, prime's higher than fixed, I'm going to take fixed. And some people did. But you know, if you look at that, 75% or more people probably maybe would have taken fixed back then.
Okay.
But I look back again, and the client that chose fixed rate over that time frame with a 5-year renewal would have averaged 5.65 in their mortgage over the last 10 years, 5.65%. So here's the next stat, which really came out, which was really, really good too.
Okay.
Someone in a variable during that time frame would have averaged 3.65% on their mortgage.
Oh, wow.
Even if I only consider a discount of a half a point off of prime. So I went back and I looked at a $200,000 mortgage, and on a $200,000 mortgage, the variable client would have had the potential to save 9 years off their mortgage, which is about $124,000 in payments, and they would have had a balance that was $42,541 less during that period.
So 10 years ago, variable was the way to go.
Yep,
Okay.
absolutely.
But what about now, Brian?
Well,
what do we do?
well, you know, again, it's a personal choice. And you know, if I look at your viewers, you know, how well have you done as far as your mortgage goes? How well have you had a mortgage game plan? And I can't harp about this mortgage game plan enough. And that's why I started putting my money where my mouth is with these mortgage game plans. If people don't have one, if you look at your mortgage, if you haven't done well, and personal choice whether you want fixed or variable, but a mortgage game plan is going to determine how much money you're going to save in the future by putting that game plan in place, whether you're in variable or whether you're in fixed.